Hello, lovely people. Welcome to another English lesson today. This is Priyanka Chaudhary. How would you react if I tell you that you can improve your English in just 3 weeks? Yes, you heard that right. I said 3 weeks. You might say something like, this sounds impossible. Here we have been learning English for years and still struggling to express ourselves. And she's saying that we can learn speaking English in just 3 weeks. Well, the challenge of speaking English in just 3 weeks is accepted. If you are tired of only learning grammar and vocabulary but still struggle to speak fluently, then this video is just your golden ticket. Here I am giving you a step by step, week by week plan to train your mouth, boost your confidence, and finally start speaking English like a pro. And do you know what's the best part? I'm not going to ask you to practice speaking for hours, for 1 or 2 hours. No, it just needs 20 minutes a day. Yes, you just need to dedicate your 20 minutes. And that's all. So, are you ready for this 3 weeks speaking challenge? If yes, let's dive in. So, here is our first week. So, in the very first week, what is going to be our study plan? How are we going to approach learning English or improving our English speaking skills? So, the first week, we are going to aim for getting comfortable with speaking. And we need to build this habit of getting comfortable with this language each and every day. So, here our goal is to overcome the hesitation and start forming basic sentences confidently. So, our focus would be on framing just basic sentences and speaking English naturally and smoothly. Are you getting my point? So, that's should be your purpose in the very first week. So, from day 1 to day 3, we are going to practice speaking about ourselves first. Yes, it's really crucial to talk about ourselves in our target language. Rather than talking about the other things in the world, at least we must know how to talk about ourselves, how to introduce ourselves naturally, smoothly, without taking many pauses, and comfortably too. So, this is what we will work on. So, for the first 3 days, we will practice our self introductions where we will try to figure out some vocabulary that will be the part of our introduction and how to pronounce the words clearly. Okay, the enunciation matters a lot while speaking English. So, this is what we will work on. And then in these 3 days, if you are going to practice really well, trust me, you will be able to talk about yourself. You can introduce yourself like brilliantly and fluently. For that, you need to be consistently practicing this. Now, let me give you a short demo that how will you be introducing yourself and what kind of sentences you can say. So, for instance, my name is Priyanka Chaudhary. I live in Delhi. Very basic. Remember, I told you basic sentences. And I have one son. His name is Vidur. I love spending time with him, playing different games and activities. I love teaching and creating YouTube videos as well. In my free time, I like reading books and listening to music. And I love rainy season. See, I just said a few lines about myself. You can also add some more lines about your educational background, your working experience. It depends like what kind of self introduction do you want to practice, whether it is formal or informal. So the first 3 days you have to practice talking about yourself. Now, let's move on to the next days. So day 4 and 5, what are we going to do these days? On day 4 and 5, we are going to talk about our daily routine in English. What do we do on the regular basis? That's what we have to fit in our sentences. We have to frame sentences on our daily activities. For this, you can use some time phrases like in the morning, after lunch, before sleeping. This is how you can categorize your daily routine. Okay, so talk about it for on the day 4 and 5. What do you do on the regular basis? Okay, so you can say something like in the morning I wake up at 6 a.m., then I freshen up, after that I take a cup of black tea, or later I have my breakfast, or you can say I take a shower, I get ready. There are so many things that we do in the morning, right? So that's what you say in your native language. But this time, remember, you need to improve your English, okay? So now you have to say all these sentences in English. So now practice speaking about your daily routine on day 4 and 5. Remember that. Now on day 6, this time you will be speaking to yourself, looking into the mirror. And this is going to be a little challenging because previously you were just talking to yourself, you were not looking at yourself. But this time there is a mirror in front of you. And when you will be speaking in front of a mirror, that time you will realize that there is something is different. So now accept this challenge, speaking in front of a mirror. When you will be sitting in front of a mirror, you will feel like there is somebody and I'm talking to someone. Okay, so this is how you are practicing that how will you actually talk in the real world. But before that, you are creating a comfortable zone where you are not that much nervous and you are comfortable too. So here you are talking to yourself, looking into the mirror and practicing before entering into the real world. Okay, so now you are sitting in front of a mirror, and then what will you talk? You have to just pick any 5 things in your room. Okay, any 5 things. It can be a pillow or books or the pictures hanging on the wall, the curtain, anything. Okay, and then talk about it just in front of the mirror. Talk about that 5 things that you have picked. Describe them. Let's say you have a pillow in your hand and you are saying, this is a soft pillow, it's white, I use it every night, and this is one of my favorite things that I keep it with myself at night. See, you have framed a few sentences on the thing, and this is how you try to talk about any object. Similarly, pick another object. That can be a book, your favorite mug, maybe your favorite dress, or maybe a t-shirt. It can be anything, as I said. Okay, and then talk about it. Talk about that object. How does it look? How do you use that object? Okay, how are you connected to that thing? Anything. Just speak about that object on the 6th day in front of a mirror. Okay, do this. Just follow my guidelines, and then you will realize that yes, it's actually working, and I can really experience the changes in my speaking skills. Just do as I say. Now on the day 7, this time you are going to record your voice for 2 minutes. Recording is going to be there this time. Okay, and then listen, smile and repeat. Listen to your recording. Recording is important to actually analyze that how were you speaking, what was your pronunciation, were you pronouncing the words correctly or not, were your sentences in the right order or not. So that's why recording is important to work on your areas of improvement. And this is how you are going to build confidence by the end of the 7 days, I mean the first week. And once you will develop even a little bit confidence in yourself, that's a big win. And here is a tip. Not at all worry about your mistakes. Just speak. And this is the problem actually. If you will just keep focusing on your mistakes, that will restrict you from speaking. So just avoid thinking about mistakes too much and keep your entire focus on speaking fluently. That's all. After getting comfortable speaking English in the first week, now we are here entering into second week. And here we are going to expand our vocabulary and speak more naturally. In the second week, our goal is going to be to use better words and speak in short conversations. Now, better words, as I said, what do I mean by this is now we are going to a little enhance our vocabulary, okay, in the second week. Next, day 8 and 9, we are going to learn and use some daily use phrases which we will be frequently using while talking to people. For instance, I'm getting ready. If someone asks you, what are you doing? Then time you can say, I'm getting ready. Or can you please help me if you need someone's favor? That time you can say, can you please help me? Or I'll be there in 5 minutes. I'll be there in 5 minutes. So these are just a few examples. Okay. So similarly, you get a list of some phrases that you think that I will be using a lot. Okay. And then practice speaking these phrases. Learn and use them in speaking. Okay. Practice these phrases, these 8th and 9th day. Day 10 and 11 is really essential because this is how we actually talk in the form of question and answer. So here we will be practicing question answer style of speaking. For instance, what do you do on weekends? Then you can answer, I usually relax, watch a movie, or go to the park with my son. See? Next question, suppose you are asking yourself that what do you do in the morning? And then you can respond, I generally take light breakfast. I exercise for half an hour. Sometimes I like listening to devotional songs in the morning. This is something I do. Just ask a question to yourself and then answer as well. So this is how you will practice that how the questions are generally asked in real life and how can I respond. So day 10 and 11 is dedicated to practice speaking English in a question answer style. On day 12 and 13, here we are going to build our vocabulary on different topics. Let's say food is one topic, weather is another topic, emotions is the next topic. So similarly, categorize the topic like as per your needs. All right. So if you think I am a homemaker and I need to learn vocabulary that deal with the topics like food or the emotions or being a homemaker, what kind of vocabulary do we need? Next is family related vocabulary, okay, family conversation. So accordingly decide your topics that you actually are involved in, and then you have to list down. If the topic is food, then list down some words that are related to food, okay. Similarly, weather related vocabulary, then emotions related vocabulary, and then try to learn it. Learn it in such a way that you are using these words in sentences, only then it is useful. After having a list of vocabulary on the day 12 and 13, create 5 sentences from each. Remember that I told you that practice speaking as well. Just learning is not sufficient. Practice speaking. Okay. So this is what we will be doing on day 12 and 13. That's it. On day 14, we are going to practice small conversations with Chat GPT or a speaking partner. So if you have a speaking partner, then that's superb. If you are not comfortable speaking to the real people outside, then no problem. Chat GPT is there, or you can take the help of Google Gemini. All right. The AI assistant, I think, works awesome because there we don't feel nervous. There is no hesitation. There is not a real human being we are talking to. So that's why it gives us a lot of like comfortability. So yes, go with ChatGPT or Google Gemini or any app that you are using. So, and then what I said is that we are going to practice having small conversation. For example, here you can choose some role play topics like ordering food, greeting a guest, talking on a phone, and practice having a conversation on different topics with ChatGPT. That's all. Now comes week 3. Week 3 is all about real life speaking practice and fluency boost. Here, our goal is going to be to become fluent and natural in different situations. On the day 15 and 16, we have to practice speaking about our past experiences. This is something where we make a lot of mistakes. Okay, so this is we have to fix. And past tense and talking about our past events and experiences is really significant because we talk a lot about our past. It naturally comes in our conversation. We randomly start talking about yesterday or what I did on my previous weekend, where did I go on my last vacation. It happens. So we have to become fluent speaking about our past experiences. Here you have to use past tense, like last week I visited my aunt, or I cooked pasta yesterday, or I went to a temple few days ago, like this. So here on day 15 and 16 you have to practice speaking in past tense. For that you need to build your past tense vocabulary. Here we are on day 17 and 18. This time you need to talk about your future plans. So previously we learned how to talk in past, and this time talk about your future plans, your activities. For instance, next month I will travel to Jaipur. So I will, future. Or I'm going to start a new course. So if you are going to start something, that is future. I'm going to practice more tomorrow. This is also future. So just think what are you going to do tomorrow and speak that in English on day 17 and 18. And whatever your future plans are, all the things that you have in your mind about your future activities or plans or future vacation, say all these things in English this time. On day 19 and 20, we have to speak about our opinion on any topic. So, suppose the topic is my favorite movie. So, my favorite movie, and then talk about your opinion. That what do you think? What kind of movie is this? What do you like or dislike about that movie? How are you connected to this movie? Why did you choose watching this movie especially? Why is this movie your favorite? So this is going to be your topic, suppose, and then just answer these questions that I just asked, and then you can speak really well about this topic and you can share your opinion. Or suppose the next topic is social media, so talk about social media. I think social media plays a crucial role in today's era because just it is because of social media only we are connected to millions of people. This is just a brilliant platform where we can exhibit our skills and talent. Whatever you think about social media, you can talk. So just pick any topic and then start speaking on it. Practice speaking. This is going to be your day 19 and day 20 challenge to share your opinion on any random topic. And now we are here on day 21, final challenge. Here, speak for 5 minutes non-stop on any topic. 5 minutes, remember that. And record it. Listen and be proud, because what I feel that on day 21 you will be a confident English speaker who will be speaking English fluently without any hesitation. Besides this, you will be speaking naturally. That's what I believe. And you can really do so. So remember, Day 21 is about taking up a challenge of speaking continuously for 5 minutes and record it. Here is a tip. Don't aim for perfect grammar. Aim for clear communication. That's all. See, you did it. 21 days, 3 weeks, a massive step toward fluency. Remember, speaking English is a skill, not a subject. The more you practice, the better you perform. So now, challenge your friends, share your progress, and let's create a community of confident English speakers. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more English speaking hacks and challenges. Let's keep growing, one sentence at a time. I'll catch you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.